This is Darlene. She was rescued from a really terrible breed in Hong Kong. She had lifelong cat blues, asthma, and a heart condition. She is happy now, living in my place, but we often have to bring her for a medical check from time to time. And we have tons of medical check results that I actually want to give to AI so that I can understand Darlene's condition better. But at the same time, I do not really want to share her data or any of my personal information to a big corporate AI server. That's why I've run my own local AI to help me do this task. Basically, that means all my questions, all the data I pass won't leave my computer and gets on the internet. Everything will be run inside my machine. And if you also have sensitive data like your tax returns or a personal journal or like a company memo that you want to use AI to help you interpret, but you do not or you cannot share that to any third party, in this video, I'm going to tell you and show you how you can actually use your local AI to help you do this task. ChatGPT came out during the last year of my PhD. My research was in medical machine learning. I was actually quite tempted to pass the research data I have to ChatGPT to see whether there's some further insights that I could grab from this data. But of course, legally and ethically, I wasn't allowed to do it. The PhD was hard enough. I didn't want to get into jail just because I shared the electronic health records of the entire Hong Kong population to Sam Altman. But nowadays, there are tools like Ollama or LM Studio, which makes the process of running a local AI super simple. You don't even need to know how to code. Basically, you just install the right software, choose the right models, and you can start chatting with the AI or even expand and build AI agents to help you achieve various tasks. Today, we are going to use LM Studio. It's one of the most user-friendly tools we can use to run a local AI. So first, we have to go to the official website of LM Studio, and then we can download the program according to your operating system. After you have installed LM Studio, you can open it. You will see this simple dark chat interface here. But the first thing we have to do is we have to select and download a model. So we have to go on the left-hand side here. You can see there's this robots button here. Click on it. And then this is basically the App Store for models. You can see there are a whole bunch of models we can choose from. If you scroll down, you will see a model called Gemma 31B. This will be the model I'm going to use for the demo. So usually when you see this number here, 1B, that means that this model was built using 1 billion parameters. And in the world of large language models, this is considered tiny. So now we can click download and then wait for it. After we've downloaded the AI models, we can start using it. We can switch back to the chat interface. And to show this is something we can truly do offline, I'm going to turn off my internet. So go back and turn on the airplane mode just to be safe. Okay, now I can upload Darlene's medical records. Going to the bottom right-hand corner here, click Attach File, and then upload the 2 reports. To show you guys what the reports are about, these are basically some ultrasound tests that Darlene has done, and also some blood work for her cat flu. After we have the reports ready, we can send a simple prompt that I've prepared earlier to ask AI basically to summarize Darlene's medical conditions, identify some red flags that I have to be aware of, and some follow-up questions that I might ask the vet in the next appointment. By the way, Darlene has just joined us. I guess she's concerned about her medical condition as well, or perhaps not. Maybe she's just waiting for the food. But anyways, you can see the idea. We have generated a simple report. Of course, we can ask follow-up questions based on the data and also the report that we have generated. And the key thing about this is everything is being done offline. Nothing has been shared to the internet. One important decision to make when running a local AI is which model to choose from. And it highly depends on what machine you have. If you have a powerful computer, then you can choose the more complex or bigger models. If you have a simple laptop, it doesn't mean that you couldn't run a local AI. It just means that you have to pick the smaller model. And if you know nothing about hardware, one trick you can use is you can actually send your machine model or your specifications to, let's say, ChatGPT or Gemini, and ask them what models would run smoothly on my machine. Another thing to consider when choosing a model is the nature of your problem. For example, in my particular use case, I'm trying to analyze some medical record. And if you look at the list of models available, you can actually find domain-specific ones. Like there's a model called Meditron, which were trained based on medical text. So if I choose that model instead, the performance could actually be better. So therefore, often when we are solving a problem, we wouldn't just pick the best model and call it a day. We would often compare multiple models and try to see which one comes out best. If you are like a data scientist or you are interested in the field of AI or machine learning, this is actually a good skill to master, like how to select models. So I remember during my PhD, I have to build like a models to predict patient mortality. And often a lot of my time was spent like studying different models and then compare the performance of these models. If you are confused about model selection, I've prepared a list of recommended models to use in LM Studio. You can download it from the link in the description. Today we have run a local model to summarize Darlene's medical condition, but actually there's more we can do. For example, in the report, the vet suggests us to go back for a follow-up check after 6 to 12 months. But when the time comes, I'm definitely not going to remember it. So actually, we can build an AI agent to remind us when to go for a recheck, or even draft like a WhatsApp message to book for an appointment. So in future videos, we are going to talk more about how to implement AI agents. If you like the content, subscribe. I will see you later.